Hi, Melina here, and recently, about the day before yesterday, on Sunday, my family and I, my mom and my sister, we went to Walker Stalker. It was our first time ever doing anything like that, because we'd never been to a convention before or anything, and, yeah, it was really fun. So I wanted to kind of have this as a thing for anyone who wants to watch it and kind of get a lowdown on what the experience is like if you haven't been there before or whatever, but also, so that I can kind of have a good chronological memory of it whenever I want to look back on it. So I'm going to go through the stuff that I've bought over there, like different prints and stuff like that, talking about the photo ops that I did, and yeah, that's basically it. So we went there, and we got there pretty early, and we picked up our tickets to get our wristbands. We went in, and our first thing that we saw was they were doing a little panel there, and they brought out Tom Paine, who plays Jesus, and so all three of us were watching, and my sister and I were freaking out. We were like, oh my god, he's really nice looking in person. And so she was taking pictures of the panel and stuff, and then afterwards I went to go pick up my ticket for my photo op because I was going to have at 1:45 a photo op with Chandler Riggs, and I wanted to make sure that I got my ticket and everything because I was kind of paranoid about missing or being late for anything because I didn't know how the system went down and stuff like that. So I'll probably be much more at ease like next year if we go because I'll know how everything is supposed to be going and stuff like that. But yeah, so I picked up the ticket, and then we went. And the spare time that we had before I had to get in line, we were just looking at the different booths that sell, like, different prints and stuff like that. And then we saw they had a replica of the Dale's van. And they also had, like, obviously lots of cosplayers were there. Not just people dressed up as Walking Dead people, but, like, as other stuff, too, just dressed up. So we stopped and we took photos with a guy dressed up like Jason. This is my mom and him, and then that's me. And then this is the picture. It's kind of bright, but this is all of us, my sister, my mom, and I with the van. If that's a better view of it. And yeah, so, and then my mom ran into some cosplayers there, and she took pictures with them as well. And yeah, we also took pictures with the background that said Walker Stalker on it. I didn't go in like full cosplay getup, but I did have my Daryl vest on that I had gotten a couple years ago, and like some fake knives in my belt and stuff like that. So then after that, there was another panel on that same like stage going on with Harold. I forget his last name, but he's from Lost and Claws and Oz and all that stuff. And I really wanted to see him talk, but that was like closer to the time that I needed to go to the line, so I left my family there and I went to go get in line, and I was waiting there for about an hour, so it was a while, and I arrived there like half an hour before the time and everything, but it was still pretty long. There was this woman behind me that was with her two kids. One of them was dressed up like Rick, and the other one was like Carl. Her daughter was like Carl, and they were really cute, and I didn't want to just spend the whole time standing there doing nothing, so I started talking to her. She was really nice and sweet, and then anyways, after a while, it was time for me to take my picture with Chandler. I had a pose on my phone that I wasn't sure if he would agree to, but he did, because he was cool, and yeah, so this is my picture. And it came out beautifully. I loved how it came out. And, yeah, so, the photo op process is really quick. Like, obviously, they even say in the description and everything that it's not meet and greet. You can't really talk to them. It's just really quick. You get your picture and you're gone. But the whole experience probably lasts, like, 30 seconds. Not even, like, a full minute. But I saw him. He told me he liked my hair, which was a really, a compliment that you shouldn't give me because now I'm never gonna, like, stop talking about that. And, then I, like, had to explain to him, like, the pose and everything, and then after we took it, I left, I found my picture, and then there was this booth that was selling sleeves for the pictures that was cheaper than the ones that they sell you right then and there near where you get the pictures, so I picked it up there instead. So then when I left the photo op line and found where my family was at, my mom and my sister, I found them, and my sister was getting, like, she was talking to one of the security people, and apparently you're not allowed to have real bats in there, but we assumed that her bat was fine because we were allowed through security without any issue. It is a real bat, and it had real, like, wire wrapped around it. She had handmade it, like, a while ago. So, yes, I know. So they were, like, telling her that it's not like the replica, like, Lucille's that they have there that, like, are, like, plastic or made of foam and stuff. Since they realized that hers was real, they took her to the front, like, of the entrance and stuff. They took pictures of her and stuff. So later when she had a photo op with Austin and Milo, she wanted to still have Lucille in the picture with her, so she got this, like, little baby bat that you see there. So she was upset about that, but they didn't take it away permanently. She still was able to pick it up after and everything, but it's kind of a funny story to tell now. And while my mom and my sister were away, like, waiting in line and doing the photo op process and everything, I was like, okay, I need to kill some time until they get back. So I just went shopping. I went to the different booths and saw if there was anything I wanted to buy and stuff. The first thing I bought there was this Carl print. It's from TMJ Art. So there's the logo and the site on the back. And this was the only one that I wasn't in, like, a rush to get, because everything else, it kind of happened really fast, like all the other prints I bought. So this was the only one that I had personalized to me. And I thought it was really cute. And these weren't too pricey. They were, like, about $5 each. So I picked up this one. And then I spent a majority of my time, because they were only gone for about 15-20 minutes. I spent the rest of that time at this booth that was selling comic trades, and most of them, like, majority of the ones that were laid out in, like, aisles and stuff were $5 each. So I looked through some. They had a lot that I was interested in. I just didn't want to go crazy and spend all my money there, so I bought Nailbiter Volume 1. I have heard about this for a while. This is, like, a horror comic about a town that turns people into serial killers. So I got this one, and then I picked up one of the comic adaptations from, I think it's Marvel, of the Maximum Ride series for to give as a gift for my mother. And then those were the two things that I got then. Then they came back, and we were trying to, like, see, like, who else we wanted to meet, and then we decided to split and pay for all three of us to meet Tom Payne. And so we went there. My sister got pictures with him and stuff, and we all took photos with him. He was really sweet, and it was a nicer process, the whole meet and greet thing, because you were able to kind of speak more with the people and stuff. So I think that I would mainly do that rather than a photo op when it comes to going there again and stuff. And personally, I just think that that's the option if you're not sure which one you want to do, because it's more personal. You actually can speak to them and stuff, and it's not just very rapid. So I asked him if I could kiss him on the cheek, and he said that was cool, so I got this picture, and my mom took one with him like this too, and my sister got a bunch of pictures with him and stuff, so it was cool. He gave me a hug. He was very sweet, and, you know, a very lovely human being. And that is my sister's photo with him, which she's obviously really crazy about. Then later on that same stage where they were having the panels, the guy who was hosting them, he was asking questions for the fans, basically like a Q&A, and he would be like, do you know, like, trivia questions, and then whoever got them right, he would, like, point out somebody that had their hand up for the answer, and then he would give out, like, a print or some sort of prize to them. So one of the questions was about Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan, to say what show he played as a father on before he was on The Walking Dead. So my mom knew the answer because we all did, because we were big Supernatural fans back in the day. So she answered, she said Supernatural, and she won this Negan print, which is really beautiful, and she just got it. And yeah, my sister was kind of jealous of it, but it's really cute, and she got that one. There was other questions that we knew the answers to, but we didn't get picked on for those, so she won that one though, and it's really sick. Okay, so basically towards the end, after we were done meeting Tom Payne and everything, we kind of were just staring from afar at the other celebrities there. There was basically everybody there. There was Lauren Cohan, Melissa McBride, everybody. We were really excited to just see different people, and we were looking. My mom took like pictures of Melissa and stuff, and it was really cool being around them because it made it like feel very surreal and feel real and stuff. So we were kind of just browsing through those, and then later we decided to buy more things, and I bought an excessive amount of things. After meeting Tom Payne, I was really mad at myself for not owning the Jesus Pop, so I got that at one of the booths because they were selling it for regular price. So I picked him up because I had been wanting him out of the new wave that came out. This was one of the ones that I wanted and I still didn't have, and I was just like in a very Jesus mode after meeting him, so I picked that one up. And then I also got Carol, because they had her there, and she's one that I've been wanting for like many years, but after she stopped being new, you could barely find her anywhere. So when I seen her, she was being sold at normal price. They weren't like price gouging her or anything. I decided to pick her up as well. And I also bought another Jesus for my mother as kind of an early birthday present. So there were those. And then I got quite a few more prints. So there was this booth that I had passed earlier in the day, and it was this chick, and I think she was there with her mom, and she seemed pretty young, but she had these really cute, like, kawaii style art prints of each of the different Walking Dead characters, and she was selling them for really cheap. It was $5 for each, or $8 if you got 2 of them. So I got 3. I was only planning on getting 2, and then the last second I just decided to throw one in. The booth is called Neon Buns, and I got this Carl one that says, killed my mom, and I just thought it was adorable, and obviously I needed to get the one that she had of Carl there. So, and then the other one that I had already decided I wanted to get was the one that she has of Negan, with Lucille peeking out from there, because I thought that one was adorable. And then at the last second, my sister was like, oh, aren't you going to get the Daryl one? And yeah, I realized that I wasn't getting any Daryl merch, so I threw that one in at the end. And they're all precious. I'll try to remember to put the names of all of the artists in the description later. And also, because I had bought so many of the prints towards the last minute, they gave me a free keychain of the Carl drawing that she has, and on the back it says, love my pudding, and I just thought it was precious. And after that, we were running around, and they were closing in like 10 minutes, so a lot of the booths were already putting away their art and stuff, and I was really paranoid that I wouldn't be able to get this one that I saw earlier that I thought was beautiful, and it was like $10. It's the only kind of piece of Walking Dead merch, the merch that I got that wasn't Walking Dead. And it is this print right here of Michael Myers and Laurie, Jamie Lee Curtis from H2O. So I thought that this was beautiful. It was only $10, and it's pretty big. And it's from an artist called Scott Straka Art. Again, I'll try to remember to put that in there later. And then towards the end, we picked up these little pamphlet program things towards the end, and also my sister wanted something that, like a piece of merch that actually said Walker Stalker on it, so I got her a lanyard, and I also helped her get this Jesus print that she ended up picking up towards the end there later because it was pretty pricey because it was huge, and then we had to go get her back from the security people before we left, and then we took some selfies and stuff. I also just realized that the glare off the Chandler print was awful, so I have it also on the device, and I thought it would be better there. So that's it. I kind of zoomed it in, and then I also had a picture of the ticket there. So that's basically it. It was crazy, and it was one of the best experiences I've had in my life, and the fact that I was with my two favorite people in the world, meeting all of these awesome, amazing, attractive people, just made it really awesome. And so we're probably going to go next year, and I'm excited. I'm already thinking about cosplay ideas and who I want to meet and stuff, so yes. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you would like to see more of my face and my content and stuff. Bye!